Hi.
Good morning. Okay, perfect. Wonderful. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for making the time to be here today. We're going to spend the next 5 minutes talking about reimagining spirit and system as a means of freeing the present from the influence of the past. So to kind of do this, we're going to kind of ground our conversation in a little bit of cosmology and physics. I want to talk specifically about the Planck epoch. So the Planck epoch is the moment after the Big Bang. And why this moment is really important is because the universe, the material universe, existed as a superheated unified state. And that's important because the immutable laws of physics that govern much of our science and our collective knowledge were in fact mutable. They changed over time as the universe cooled. And this is really critical because a lot of our present collective knowledge is based on static principles of the universe. But nothing about the history of the universe indicates static as part of being. Now, I also want to talk about, in 2018, we discovered radiation from black holes that are older than our universe. And essentially, this led to a consensus amongst the cosmology and physics community that we are one of sequential universes. There was a universe before ours, and there'll be universes after ours. And this is a really profound discovery because it identifies the nature of material reality as an infinite moment. Now, that matters when we think about the conceptualization of self and system. Okay, so I argue in the book Self-Actualization, I didn't introduce myself, I apologize. I'm the author of Self-Actualization, The Age of Crisis. I'm also the founding member of SpiritDAO. I brought books, please take some if this is of interest. And I argue that these kind of recent revelations in cosmology and physics identify a single truth. And it's provocative, it upsets a lot of people, but at the end of the day, the material nature of reality is ever-present change. The challenge is, we have all inherited systems of law, economics, politics, spirituality that are static and provide and put forth static views of the universe. So the argument is, if we're really going to succeed in this kind of pluralistic public works thing, we have to kind of start at the root cause, which is our frameworks of meaning and value. So the single truth is the idea of there being a single material reality, and obviously that's the experience that we all have individually as just fractional observers. It also supports the concept of a relational universe, the idea that all of us are a single happening in this moment, each experiencing it from different perspectives, right? Our unique conscious coordinates. Now this, the relational universe is not a new concept. The Vedics, Buddhists, Hindus have all long believed in the absolute unity of the Atman and the Brahman. But what is new is our ability to contrast that against a physical material infinity. To this end, I identify in the book the two observable infinities, the universe itself and human imagination. And the idea is the more frequently we can align those two within a specific moment, the more divine we are, the more godlike we are, the more powerful we become. So when we consider the reconceptualization of spirit and system, we do so with the intention of empowering the individual to most fully have the access and agency necessary to really align the two observable infinities in a given moment. Now, outside of that, there's a lot of kind of concepts I kind of dive into the book that I won't be able to get into today. I developed kind of new core values around it about how to kind of maximize our individual alignment with these two. But I also really want to emphasize that when we consider the work we're doing in this DAO space, right, the public works and all these things, we have to consider values first in what we're building. So whether those are the values you're creating on your own or the values you might take influence from the text, I mean, it's a good starting point. But ultimately, I really just want to emphasize that we're kind of in this spiritual renaissance. I think that's this kind of emergent work we're all doing in a wide variety of different directions. What I argue is that by kind of reclaiming a foundational core concept of human spirituality in alignment with nature, right? And that's a kind of key component. Everything I'm discussing is the nature of reality as we understand it today. We will truly kind of unleash that latent imagination in the world. So on that note, I'll kind of wrap it up. Please do, I'll be around all day. If you want to connect, please do take a book. They're very heavy. I would really appreciate it if this is of interest that you grab one. And I'll be around all day if you guys want to chat. But again, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.